Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Jey Uso made a surprise appearance on the Blue brand this week, while Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns have officially reunited to take on the Solo Sikoa-led bloodline. However, the pair have often found themselves wanting against the stable's numbers game, with the fights turning into a one-sided beatdown. On SmackDown, 2 weeks ago, Jimmy Uso told Roman Reigns they needed backup to compete against Solo's bloodline. While the original tribal chief said no yeet initially, he might be coming around after getting overpowered by Sikoa and company yet again. Following this, Big Jim showed up on Raw to convince his brother Jey Uso to rejoin them, but he did not entertain Big Jim. Jey Uso made a surprise return at the latest episode of SmackDown, where he met Roman Reigns backstage. The OTC told him he was proud of everything he had achieved. However, despite Reigns trying to put aside all their differences, the Intercontinental Champion looked unimpressed, raising a question in the minds of fans: does he hate the OTC? The answer is no. Jey keeping himself away from Roman Reigns is just a storyline angle. In fact, Main Event Uso never misses a chance to praise the OTC. He still acknowledges Reigns as his tribal chief. During an interview on Gorilla Position, he said Roman would always be his tribal chief, as he brought them to the Promised Land. Jey Uso to defend his championship on Raw. After successfully defending his Intercontinental Championship against Xavier Woods on the October 7th episode of Raw, Jey is putting his title on the line against former champion Braun Breaker in tonight's edition of the Red brand. This clash is a must-watch as Jey Uso confronted Solo Sikoa-led bloodline and refused to acknowledge the street champion as his tribal chief on SmackDown's latest episode. He even had brief tension with Jacob Fatu. There's a chance the heel faction could cost Main Event Jey his title, which could eventually lead to the much-awaited reunion of the OG bloodline. It remains to be seen how the Stamford-based promotion will book Jey and when he will reunite with Roman Reigns against Solo's bloodline. In the world of WWE, rivalries often blur the line between fiction and reality, and few feuds have been as intensely personal and captivating as the ongoing saga between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Over the last few years, their on-screen relationship has taken dramatic twists and turns, creating compelling narratives that have left fans wondering, does Jey Uso actually hate Roman Reigns, or is this a storyline crafted to perfection? The real-life relationship between these two cousins, both members of the legendary Anoa'i family, offers insight into their dynamic, both on and off-screen. The on-screen rivalry. Jey Uso's feud with Roman Reigns reached its height in 2020 when Reigns returned as the tribal chief and claimed his place at the top of the WWE hierarchy. Reigns transformed into a villainous character, a complete contrast from his earlier babyface persona, and aligned himself with Paul Heyman. His newfound dominance demanded respect from everyone around him, including his family. For Jey Uso, this was not just a fight for championships, but a personal battle that brought deep family tensions to the surface. Roman Reigns demanded that Jey acknowledge him as the tribal chief, a role that symbolizes not just dominance in the WWE but leadership within their family. Jey resisted, leading to several emotionally charged matches, most notably their Hell in a Cell I Quit match in October 2020. The storyline was rich with layers of family loyalty, power struggles, and pride, culminating in Jey eventually aligning with Roman under pressure. But the cracks in their relationship never fully healed. The Bloodline saga saw other family members, such as Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, involved in complex angles, and Jey's continued struggle with his allegiance to Roman became a central theme. Most recently, in 2023, Jey finally snapped, superkicking Roman and leaving the Bloodline in dramatic fashion. The betrayal signaled that their battle was far from over. Reality versus storyline. Outside the ring, however, the relationship between Roman Reigns, real name Joe Anoa'i, and Jey Uso, real name Joshua Fatu, is much different. The Anoa'i family is one of the most prominent wrestling dynasties in history, with multiple generations of wrestlers, including The Rock, Rikishi, and Yokozuna. Both Reigns and Jey have grown up in this world, and their real-life bond is deeply rooted in family tradition and respect. In interviews, both Reigns and Jey have spoken highly of each other, acknowledging the deep bond they share as cousins. Roman has often praised Jey for his work ethic, especially during the pandemic era of WWE, when Jey was thrust into a single storyline for the first time in his career. This opportunity allowed Jey to showcase his talents beyond tag team wrestling, and Roman was a key supporter of Jey's rise to main event status. Jey, in turn, has credited Roman for helping him step up his game. While their characters are at odds on screen, it's clear that behind the scenes, there's a mutual respect and understanding. Roman's position as the face of WWE has elevated not just himself, but also his family members, and Jey has benefited from being involved in such a high-profile storyline. The power of storytelling, the ability of Jey and Roman to create such a convincing storyline, is a testament to their skills as performers. Wrestling is unique in that it blends athletic competition with theatrical storytelling, and for fans, it can be hard to separate the two. The emotional intensity of their feud, coupled with real-life family dynamics, has made the story more believable. One of the reasons the rivalry has resonated so deeply is because it taps into universal themes: loyalty, betrayal, and family conflict. These are issues that exist beyond the wrestling ring, and many fans can relate to the idea of being torn between family loyalty and personal ambition. Jey's internal conflict, caught between doing what's best for his family and standing up for himself, mirrors struggles that many people face in their own lives. Roman's character, the domineering tribal chief, represents a type of familial figure who demands respect, often at the expense of others' independence. Jey, on the other hand, embodies the role of someone trying to break free from the shadow of a more powerful family member. These are archetypes that exist in literature, film, and real life, making their storyline even more compelling. Real-life respect. In real life, there is no indication that Jey Uso harbors any ill feelings toward Roman Reigns. If anything, their bond appears to be stronger than ever, as they have worked together to create one of the most talked-about storylines in modern wrestling history. WWE storylines, especially those involving family, often have roots in reality, but they are exaggerated for entertainment purposes. Both Jey and Roman have expressed their gratitude for being able to work together on such a personal storyline. In interviews, Roman has mentioned how much he enjoys working with his cousins, and he's proud of how far Jey has come as a singles competitor. Jey has similarly praised Roman for his leadership, both in the ring and behind the scenes. The future of their relationship as of now, Jey Uso is on a path of independence, having distanced himself from the bloodline and Roman Reigns. The WWE Universe is left wondering whether Jey will ever truly reconcile with his cousin, or if this feud will continue to evolve. The beauty of professional wrestling is that anything can happen, and family dynamics are never simple, especially in WWE. While the storyline may suggest deep-rooted hatred, the reality is far more nuanced. Jey and Roman are professionals who have used their real-life bond to create a powerful narrative, one that has captivated audiences around the world. Their ability to blur the lines between fiction and reality is a testament to their talent as performers and storytellers. In the end, Jey Uso does not truly hate Roman Reigns. Their on-screen feud may be fueled by tension and betrayal, but behind the scenes, there is respect, love, and a shared understanding of what it means to represent their family in WWE. Their story is far from over, and fans can expect more twists and turns as these two continue to define what it means to be part of the bloodline.